Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'm truly grateful. So many channels you could be watching. You're watching man. I'm sitting here with two of the most beautiful Filipino vloggers in all of the Philippines. And as y'all really know, I stopped doing interviews with Filipinas. But I'm making an exception today because I met these two young ladies at the meet and greet in Dumaguete. They came all the way from Cebu and were not able to interview anybody, none of the big vloggers anyway. So I wanted to do them a favor because somebody helped me when I was little, when my channel was little. And I'm still really little, but I think it's very important that as a community we ought to help each other because you are not my competition, okay?
Yes.
They can watch your channel and mine and hers, okay? So we're going to let them introduce themselves. We're going to talk a little bit about them. You know, I'm going to give you the nitty gritty. They're on the hot seat. They don't know it. They know it now. But we'll start out with you.
Yes.
Tell us your name, the name of your channel, and just a little bit, briefly, what your channel's about.
Okay, my name is Rowena. You can call me Wang. That's my nickname, and my YouTube channel is Wang. And yeah, my channel, my main purpose of my channel when I just started, I started 2 months ago, and then to inspire, you know, as single mother because I am a mother of 4 boys.
Wow.
And I am 37 years old, and yes, and then I came across the thought that how about, you know, vlogging about Filipino behaviors and, you know, sharing my thoughts about foreign guys as well. And yes, that's all it started.
Yeah, now let me ask you real quick. Are any of your children by a foreigner? Is any of the fathers a foreigner? Are your children by a Filipino man?
Yes, he is my first boyfriend. When I was 19, I got, you know.
That's okay. Well, you know, I just thought maybe. Have you dated foreigners before?
Yeah, I had, after I, you know, broke up with the father of my children, and then I had 2 relationships with a foreign guy, and the first one is a long distance relationship. We never met, and then for 2 years, and that was like, you know, it was not so nice. It was kind of toxic, but I learned a lot from it. And then the second one is just short time with a, like, you know, American guy.
Did he come here?
Yeah, I've met him when he was on vacation in here, and it didn't work still, but you know, it was still experience. And
Do you talk about that on your channel?
Sometimes if I got a question, of course, I will answer, like, you know, politely and honestly. Because that should be.
Well, you know, that could get you a lot of views.
Yeah.
If you talk about your real life experiences.
Yes.
See, because as foreigners, that's what we want to know.
Yeah.
We know very little about the Philippines. So as much as you can tell us inside information, the better. So if you dated a foreigner, you could say, well, you know, this is what I thought about the situation. You know, this is how he treated me.
Yes.
Maybe he could have treated you better.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, it was okay. Why it didn't work out. You know, you could make a video, I dated a foreigner and it didn't work out. It could be that simple. You know, but this is what people want to hear, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Other than the fact that they just like to look at beautiful women. That's really what that's the reason why your channel is growing the way it is. Okay?
Yes.
I wish I was a beautiful Filipina and all I have to do is turn on the camera and that's it. Because it's really all you have to do. I told you downstairs, you're very fortunate. Number one, you live in the Philippines. It's the most popular genre on YouTube. It's number 1. Nobody around the world gets talked about more right now at this moment than the Philippines and Filipinas, okay? That's what you got going for you. And you're beautiful, okay? You got to use that to your advantage. I never would expect it. You were 37, number 1.
Yes.
Number 2, never expect you had 4 children. I mean, you really take good care of yourself. But yeah, that's a good channel. But one more suggestion before we go to her is talk about things that the foreigners want to talk about. Because you want your viewers to come from the West. YouTube's going to pay you more, okay? Because you're not in this just for play. You're here to try to earn a little money, okay? So if your viewers are coming from America, they're going to pay you $11 per thousand versus $1 per thousand if your viewers are here in the Philippines. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Did you know?
No,
Yeah, so the more Western viewers you get, the more money you can earn, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So
Thank
always
you for
keep that
listening.
in mind, okay? Talk about things that we want to talk about, okay? The beaches, relationships, security. Is it safe here? You know, crime, that sort of thing. Cost of living.
Yes.
What's your real cost of living, let's say for instance, versus mine, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to come back to that cost of living thing, okay? Now, what's your name?
Hello everyone, so this is Mary Ann, my full name, and you can call me Ann for short. And my name of my channel is Filipino Wonder. So Filipino Wonder is more on interviewing single girls and also showing off the beauty here in Philippines, and of course the life living here in the Philippines, how you're going to adjust as a partner to live here in the Philippines, a Philippines lifestyle. And I am 21 years old and I am college student, a second year college student, taking up a business administration major in marketing.
Okay, now, I forgot to ask you, do y'all know each other?
No, we just know in YouTube. She
In
messaged
YouTube.
me and we collaborate, and then
Yeah.
I've met her 3
Yeah.
times.
Now, how did y'all find out about the meet and greet?
About
The meet and greet?
Mike. Yes.
Oh, the guy that
Yeah.
you're with there.
Yeah.
The other
He went
blogger.
to Cebu and interviewed us as well. Yeah, and she mentioned about the meet and greet, so we're kind of
Yeah.
like, oh, that might be good opportunity to meet a lot
Absolutely.
of people. Yes,
Yeah.
and it happened as well that I'm off from work. I filed a leave
Oh,
from work
okay.
because I'm working as a nursing assistant as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now, how old is your channel?
I think 2 months and 2 weeks.
2 months. How old is your channel?
I started it like 7 months ago.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't focus on it because I am busy on my studies. But I just started to more focus on it like 3 months ago.
Now, how many subscribers do you have?
I think now I'm around like 2,500.
Wow, already in 2 months? My
2 months
God.
and 2 weeks.
And how many you have?
2,400. 2,400
Yeah.
plus.
Now, what was your last video? What was the subject?
My last video is about work. Did you remember? Because it was like 2 weeks ago because I got sick.
Yeah.
What is the last video? I interviewed one of the bloggers as well, Paul T. I think he come across to you today.
What's his name?
Paul.
Oh, Paul T. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I met him
that was
today.
the last video.
That was the last
I
video.
posted. I
What
think.
What about you?
I just posted a Unbreakable I just interviewed Unbreakable, one of the YouTuber here in Dumaguete.
In Dumaguete, and you uploaded it.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out. Somebody asked me a question today. Why all the big vloggers seem to be in Dumaguete? Why is that? Do you know?
Me too. I kind of
For
want.
me is that the reason why is that because of the environment. The environment is not really busy compared to in cities, and a lot of expats will gonna visit here, and it's very good for them to do some vlogs here.
Yeah.
And also it is very convenient for you to go to the mountains area and going back here in the center of Dumaguete.
Yeah, because I know there's a lot of foreigners in Cebu.
yeah.
I used to
Yeah.
live in Cebu for 2 years.
Oh, really?
I lived in Labangan.
Labangon. Yeah.
Labango. I can't pronounce that NG.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
There's plenty there. I'm just wondering why there's not more foreign bloggers. I mean, big bloggers. Because there were some big timers downstairs, right? Paul, Dog, New Tricks,
Yeah.
Mark, different ones down there. Let me ask you. So, 2 months. You already got your 2,500 blog. You got your 2,000. You're Filipino Wanderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen your channel come across.
Yes, actually, I messaged you on Facebook, and you was in Cebu that time.
Oh, okay.
And then you said you were going to interview me, but you don't have enough time that time because there is a big event there, which is Signolo.
Yeah, Sinulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you giving me that. Now, do either of you do live streams?
Yeah, I did.
You
I
do
did a
live
couple of
stream?
times, yeah.
Well, why don't you do more? Why don't you let your viewers get to know
Yeah.
you, okay? That's going to bring you in more support. People, because when people come to see me, it's almost like they know me. Even though I've never met them before. Because I do 3 live streams every week. So I'm interacting with them live on camera, not just a vlog.
Yeah.
So they feel like they get to know you. You get a lot of support. They'll share your videos. One other tip I can give both of you, you have to upload more content. Okay, you have to upload more content. I only spend about 10 to 15 minutes a day on my YouTube channel. Okay, I don't edit it. This is not going to be edited. I don't edit my video.
Okay, yes.
I just talk about whatever I'm going to talk about, and that's it. I upload it, and I'm done for the day. So if you can't dedicate 20 minutes a day to your YouTube channel, don't expect to be successful. Okay? Because people want to turn that on and see I'm weaned.
Yeah.
You know, your followers. They want to see Filipino Wander. Number 2, always upload your content at the same exact time.
Okay.
Don't put it 12 today, 6 tomorrow, 8 the next day. That's the way the YouTube algorithm is going to catch you. That's the only way you're going to be out in front of more people. Okay? I don't know how it works, but I do know it works like that.
Yes.
Because if you would have asked me 2 years ago if I would be sitting here with the worldwide following that I have, you know, when I go down there, people would treat me like I'm a celebrity. I'm just a regular guy. I would have told you were crazy.
Yeah.
But I do certain things. I make a video every single day. I upload it at the same time. I do live streams. I'm just a regular guy. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. And I talk about my real life over here. Okay, now let's come back to this cost of living.
Yes.
What is your cost of living before your YouTube channel? How much were you spending every month for rent, food, blah, 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 everything?
Yeah, I think around, like, I paid my rent $3,000 a month.
Okay.
And then with the water and electricity, it cost me around, like, probably 4,500.
All together.
Yes.
Then food.
And food, like, 5,000 a month. Then I get some help from my family as well at the same time. If the budget is not enough, because I just work nursing assistant, and I kind of like, probably my salary is around 13,000, almost 14,000
per month. Yeah.
But there are times that I get overtime, so I come out with like 16,000 a month.
So 16,000 a month.
Yes.
And this is for my viewers. I want to give you an idea. That's about $325 US.
Yes.
But you were paying for everything with that.
Yes.
Taking care of your kids.
Yes.
Your rent.
Yeah.
The electric. Everything. And then spending probably, you got some nice looking clothes on, both of you. So you were doing a little few things, right?
Yeah, I have to do that. I have to look at, like, I'm really cheap, honestly. I go to the second-hand shop for the clothes, and even for my children. And I send them to public school so they can learn to, like, and I can't afford as well. And plus, like, it's good for the kids as well to understand what is life is like.
Yeah.
And they understand, and they are good boys. And I tried my best to raise them like, a better person.
Now, how did you grow up? Did you come from a rich family?
No.
How did you grow up? Where did you grow up? Did you grow up? Did y'all have your own house, or was it the squatter area? What was it? And I'm not trying to embarrass you. I just want people to know how you really live over here. I grew up in the
province with a really, like, poor family. My father is a carpenter, and sometimes he drinks as well, and not really perfect. We are like, sometimes in a day we didn't eat thrice a day, like just twice a day maximum. And we all like eat bananas and stuff. It's not that easy life as I grow. It turns worse when my mother died. At early age, like 43, and I was 16 during that time. Yes,
I'm sorry to hear that.
But that part of my life, that past, that it's created me as a really, like, I'm proud of myself that I can appreciate every little blessing I have.
Now, but you did have fun. growing up.
Yeah.
You may not have a
fun.
lot of money, but you had a lot of fun, right?
Yeah, it's fun to be a kid and
Absolutely.
when you don't worry about the bills and what you're gonna eat.
Yeah.
Like it's just all you care is your friends and you play just that.
Yeah.
But
So
of course,
what were your dreams growing up? Because I'm going to ask you the same question, so you might as well start thinking about. Everybody has a dream.
Yeah.
What was your dream? Did you want to become because you're tall. What, do you want to become a model or something?
I was really I'm very when I was a little kid, I was really shallow. I want to be a teacher, and I was thinking, I'm gonna marry a foreigner, like something like that. Because when you are a Filipino, you're being fed up with the thought. Because I grew up poor girl, financially poor, but rich and yes. But kind of that's my mindset. I want to be a teacher because I think that it's nice to help, and then I want to marry a foreign guy, something because I want to be eating a lot,
Absolutely.
That's how I like.
Let me ask you this: did you finish college?
No.
You didn't finish.
Yes.
Did you go to college?
No, I actually. This is what happened when my mother passed away. I was just 16 years old.
Oh my God.
I was still in second year high school, and because I skipped, I work in the house as a maid, and when I was 12, so I finished elementary. I started first year. I skipped a year. I work in the house, and then I started again for second year, and after my mother passed away, and I was just I'm in second year. I traveled city. That's the start of me being in the city, working different jobs, and working in the house still. I experienced working as a caregiver, and then third year, I finished third year, and then I met the father of my children. I was thinking he is the last man in the world. Of course, I can't live without him, like that kind of feeling. And and then I moved into him, got pregnant, and then I was in a mindset that I want my kids to be have a mother, have a father. So of course we got married, and I didn't realize that.
So you're married?
Yeah, I'm married.
You're still married now?
I'm working on that moment at the same time. Yes, and right now.
But see, this is what we want to hear.
Yeah.
You probably never did a video like that before.
Yes.
To tell your whole real life, how you grew up. People are interested in that because there's enough travel channels around.
Yeah.
Okay, there's enough dating channels around. I mean, even though I would suggest both of you do those type of videos because that's how your channel's going to grow. A lot of the men who watch these videos, they're interested in dating a Filipino. Let's just be honest about it. So who knows better how to do that than you two?
Yes.
Okay? But this is what we want, the real life of Wing. We don't want, because I was telling guys down there, I was like, look at a lot of these women. A lot of these vloggers you see in here, they'll never tell their real story.
Yes.
They want you to think, I've always been like this. Okay? But it's not true.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't ever forget where you came from, okay? But I like your story, and I think you need to tell more of that.
Yes.
Because it's a story of perseverance. You come a long way. Your mother died at 16.
Yes.
I don't know what I would have done if my mother died at 16.
It's heartbroken. Until now, it still shattered me so much every time I remember the feeling.
Yeah, see? But that's what people want to hear. I got married, made mistakes. See?
Yeah, I don't regret having four boys, really. But,
absolutely.
The situation, it's just, they're really rushed. Yeah, it's kind of
But think about that,
Yes.
Now, what kind of family did you grow up in?
Me, I actually came from the countryside of the smallest town in Dumaguete City. And when I was 10 years old, my father died. And my father died, and then my mom only raised me and my 4 other siblings. And after that, when I was 14 years old, when I graduated elementary, I moved to the orphanage because I have my stepdad, and then he started abusing me and
Oh
my
my
other
God.
siblings. So I moved there in the
Orphanage?
in the orphanage in the Toledo, and then started there. They sent me to school, and then they provide me shelter, and then provide me food, because that time when I graduated elementary, my stepfather and my mom decided they were gonna send me to work so that they were gonna benefit me. And but I have a dreams. I don't want to stay who I am, so I moved to the orphanage. It is my decision, not my mom's, not to anyone decision.
Right.
So yeah, I lived there for almost 6 years, and then I moved out last 2019 when I graduated in when I was grade 11, senior high school, and I started to live on my own, to be independent, and I experienced a lot of difficulties in life when I go out in the orphanage, but it's very challenging, and I learned a lot from it. Like, we didn't have food. So I didn't have food because I'm working as a crew, and then I am working also as a nanny. I am working as a nanny, and it's just like that. It's very difficult. And then way back when I was little, my mom, we usually do caroling and selling candles every have a feast. And then like we were gonna walk from Toledo to Cebu. Like we're gonna caroling every time during night. So we're gonna stop and then sleep, and then another walking again. So caroling. Yes. Even though it's raining, and then we came to the. I didn't forget this place where we almost give by our parents to different kinds of families there. Redemptorist. Yeah, I really don't know the exact word, but I remember the Redemptorist.
What's that mean?
It is the name of the place in Cebu City, and then we just stop there and we dig there like a big door, and then there is a like a rich family asking if I can go with them. Or they can get my younger sibling. And yeah, it's a very horrible experience to my family, to my siblings, and then. But I am so lucky to be part of the orphanage, and then I am so lucky that I managed myself to get out my shell and to be independent. I moved here in Cebu way back last year, January.
Cebu City. Right.
Yeah, I work in the Blue Water Resort as a marketing, and I never been there before in Cebu, so it's my first time, so I can hear my fear, and I just asked some people to get how to get there, and luckily I got my first job as a sales agent marketer, and then like my cost living there in Lapu-Lapu is like 10,000 per month. Like I need to pay my bills, like my apartment 4,500, and then I am a kind of person that will going to buy food that will gonna worth it, like it's worth it, like not in the restaurant. So I'm just gonna cook at home. So it's like 10,000 per month. So
all together.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. So, is your YouTube channel paying your bills now? Are you earning enough on your channel to pay your bills yet?
Actually, I just can pay my bills through the income from YouTube. But actually, right now I am building a house for my parents in the countryside. So a lot of people also donating on my PayPal, on YouTube. So I use it to building the house.
Build the house.
Build the house, and then I am a college student, so I need to pay also for my tuition. So it really helps a lot.
What's the name of the college that you attend?
Business College of Business Administration, major in marketing, a University of Toledo campus.
Well, what made you start a YouTube channel? What made you think, I can start a YouTube channel and people gonna watch it? Who was your example? Who did you see and say, I can do that? Maybe I want to start my own channel.
Actually, at the first beginning, there is a partner, a friend of mine, and then he said that maybe you can start a YouTube channel because you have the ability to face people, to entertain people. So I just started it, and then I just started to watch some of the vloggers here in Philippines, Filipina Peace, and your channel, Sunshine Shoulder, and then Ray Beauty, and Ismi and Rogers, and yeah, and then I can tell that maybe I can do this because they do that. They started from the scratch, and then yeah, of course I can do that to myself also, even though just a little at a time.
Are you afraid to talk about some of the topics that foreigners like to talk about? You know, because all the people you named, they're not afraid to talk about sex, and you know, because sex is, let me put it like this, it's not dirty, it's a way of life, okay? It's just simple, you know, we didn't get here but, you know, snapping our finger, okay? But sometimes, you know, you have to talk about real life stuff like that. Are you afraid to talk about that, or do you talk about it?
For me, I am very open-minded. I am open-minded person because I told myself that I need to be open of the what others said or what the topic will be, because it will gonna help you learn more a lot. Yeah, and yeah, I am open for topic, any kind of topic.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering because, you know, it seems like a lot of the Filipino vloggers, they talk about the same things. It's like you're afraid to break away from the pack and be original because you're unique, and so is Ween. There's certain things Ween can talk about that you can't. She can talk about having children. You can talk about being single. You know, and what's it like, you know, because I'm pretty sure, just looking at you ladies, that you get all kinds of offers from men, right? Do you? How many do you get? Be honest, how many? About, maybe, just say off the top of your head, 10?
Yeah, probably like that.
More than that, I'm sure. What about you? How many offers do you get? Do people court you on your channel, in the comments, in the messenger? They might send a PayPal and be like, you're beautiful, you know, in the message, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of people who message me those things that they want to court me.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are,
I know.
Some of them that they are really trying their best to be with me, but I am very picky also the person that will gonna truly love me, you know?
Right.
Because I am still young and I'm still learning in life. I make a lot of mistakes, but I know that mistakes I'm gonna learn from it. So yeah. Like that.
Because I know that as a vlogger, you're probably, both of you have access to a lot of people that you normally wouldn't have access to. You know, people watching you, writing you and stuff. So you probably got a whole lot, you can be a lot more pickier than normal.
Yeah.
Okay? Right? You can be a lot more pickier.
Yeah.
Okay, you may not want a 60-year-old man. You may already got it in your mind, well, I only want a man 40 or younger. Okay, but here's the reality of it. Unless you want a long-distance relationship, you know, you're probably going to want to date an older man. You know, if you're interested in foreigners.
Yes.
Because have any of you really had a long distance relationship before? I mean, where you met the person, then they went back home, you had feelings for each other. That's hard to do. I mean, that's torture, really. If I love somebody, I want to be able to reach out and touch them. I don't want them way over 8,000 miles away.
Yes.
And I want to hold them and go out to dinner with them and different things like that.
Yes.
But I know that you girls you women can be a lot more pickier because, you know, you've built your channels up. You know, you've made, you've earned some money now. You know, you put yourself in a better position than you were before.
Yes.
Now, do you ever plan on getting married again?
Yeah, as of now, really, seriously, I'm not looking because I am in the middle of working my annulment, and I wanted to be like, you know, my life is completely, that annulment will completely over, and it makes me feel peaceful as well. I don't want to invite a man in my life and it's still a mess. That's how I look at it. Yeah, I'm kind of like sink in that way. Because it's not easy for a man as well to be with me. I got 4 boys, and definitely now my standard is getting high, because it's not, my decision now is not just about myself.
Yeah.
I have a children to think as well. So it's a big
absolutely. And I don't blame you. You gotta make sure you bring the right person around your children. They're gonna love my children too.
Yes, and my kids is very easy. They're respectful. I taught them to be like that, but the problem is like how the man get.
But don't you ever get lonely though? Don't you ever get lonely and say, "Oh, I wish I had somebody to love me"? Everybody wants that, right? That
I wish there is someone take care of you, especially really when you get sick. And yes, but not really in a hurry, or really craving for it at the moment.
Yeah. So how do you keep that to the side? Are you focused? What are you focused on to make you not want to feel special? Some man come along and sweep you off your feet and say, this is wing is the best thing I've ever.
There are times, I know that there is time for that, and for now, since I started YouTube as well, I'm working. I'm looking forward for this beautiful boys to a better future. And then I started YouTube. Now I'm feeling like I got no time for it as of the moment, but in God's will, hopefully there is. And it's not about how they gonna love me or how they gonna feed me. I want to feel myself as well, that I could offer the same amount of love as well. It's not that because I need that guy.
Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna go on to her, because I'm probably gonna. This is a long interview, which it's okay. It's okay. Why should we watch your channel? Why should I watch your channel if all you're going to talk about is being a single mother? I'm not a single mother.
Yes. Bro, it's not a single mother thing in my channel now. I started like that, but now I talk about Filipino behavior. What are the red flags? And because I like these guys to know and aware, there are some Filipinos.
What is a red flag?
Yeah,
just what that's not money. That's not asking for money.
Yeah.
What's a red flag if I'm out there, I'm on the dating site or whatever? Give me one red flag, because you're gonna have to give me one.
When you just talk to her through online, and in a few days, like 2 days, she's sick, one of her families are sick, she needs money, or
but we all know that that's a red flag. But what else is a red flag? How would I know if the woman I'm chatting with has a boyfriend or not? How would I know that?
Probably when she's not, I think the woman, if she's into you or really want to talk to you, she gonna give you time. But if she's not, she replied you late. Me personally, if I am a woman talking to this man, I might kind of like him. However, the time he messaged me, I will reply quick. I don't want to make him wait, because I'm gonna thinking probably he might feel bored and he might think that I'm not interested. I think the guys know that if this woman is interested to them, she will be always try to be there. And
are either of you on a dating site now? Do you have a profile?
I don't
Filipino Wanderer. Do you have a profile on a dating site?
No, I don't have.
Have you ever?
Before, yes, I joined battle, but it was just 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Yeah, because I know you said downstairs that you had dated a foreigner before.
Yeah.
How did you meet him?
I met him in Facebook.
Oh, it's Facebook. Well, that's online, right? So you met him on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. But have you ever been on a dating site? Which one was it?
Before 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
What was it called?
That's how I met my long distance relationship.
Which one was it?
Tag.
Tag?
Yes.
Wow, that's free.
It's free. Tag and the other one is Filipino Cupid.
So you're single right now.
I'm
you don't
not
have
so fully
anybody.
Single because I have the annulment. So I
no. I mean, you don't have any man in your life right now?
Yes, I'm still
At all?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Are you single, or do you have somebody you're seeing? Man or woman? You don't have to say whichever one it is.
Me, actually, I have someone special.
Is it a foreigner or Filipino?
He is a foreigner guy.
He's a foreigner. Now, is he here now or is he at home? And I think that's important. See,
He's in his home.
he's in his home. Okay, already. Now, have you met him before already?
No.
You never met him.
Yeah.
So how can he be special then? If you never met him before. This is one thing I want to try to get into the mind of the Filipino. Because you hear that all the time. Oh, he's good. I love him. But you never met him before. How does that happen?
It's just, you know, when they're in their time with me, and it's just like I am easy to capture. Even though it's the distance, it's not dangerous for him to contact me, and then feels that he's always there for me. That I am easily get I like it.
Yeah. So, but now
But
is it
not really like I am fully devoted. Like I really love them. I can't live without him. No, like that because I wanted to meet him personally.
Yeah. Okay. So when is he plan? Does he plan on coming?
I don't know.
You don't know. Did you ever ask him?
No. I kind of like need to talk to this lady.
What? Yeah. Yeah, because it's, now let me ask you this before we get off of here. Because a lot of guys want to know. I've been coming to the Philippines on and off for almost 14 years. Okay?
Yeah.
Since April of 2009. And I've observed the culture from a distance. Remember, I know very, very little about Philippines and Filipinos. But I noticed when the man courts you, it's like a ritual. It takes time for somebody to get intimate, under normal circumstances. I'm not talking about, if you're 16 and you fall in love and then you start getting intimate. Because I've watched it. I've watched men coming over, they bring food. I was in the province down in Mindanao, a little place right outside Bislick City. The guy's playing the guitar outside the window. So why is it when a foreigner comes here, it's like, boom, it's just like that. It's like the same night you're together. It's like you're married. It's like you've been knowing each other forever. What's the difference? And I want a Filipino to tell me that. Be honest about it. What is the difference?
I think, honest question. Some of the Filipinos don't understand and understand only that the foreign man is a big catch. Like it kind of like you should be hooked this guy because he can save you for everything. Right. I think that's the honest answer.
See, that's honest. Yes. That's an honest answer. Yes. If you do videos like that, you'll have all kinds of views. But why don't you ever do videos like that? Why don't you tell the truth like that?
Yeah,
I shouldn't have to pull it out of you. You should say, when a foreigner comes over here, the reason we, want to sleep with him right away and all this and all that, because he's a big catch. Yeah. We know he can change our lives. We know that's the truth, but if I say it, nobody believes me. But if you say it, it's the Bible, because you're doing it.
But I'm not saying that all
no, not all, but the majority of the Filipinos, I'm talking about that mess with foreigners, because only a small percentage, that, of Filipinos deal with foreigners.
Yes.
Most Filipinos are like everybody else. They want a man or a woman of their own race who they have more in common with, same culture and all of that.
Yes.
I don't care what you're, white, black, Asian, you usually going to want an Asian, or you want a black, or you want. But the ones like you and Filipino wanderer, her name is Ann.
Yes.
You've decided, hey, I want to date a foreigner, okay?
Yeah.
And then it's like, boom, the minute you meet her, they come over, and it's like you're married already.
That's the reason.
It's true.
My own
right?
opinion, because that's probably. Because, you get me in there, however, like, the answer is like that, because, it's really, I observed that a lot.
Yeah, it's true. It's been my experience, and I'm like, wow, am I that good looking? It's a joke. It's a joke, Ian, okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can ask yourself about it, honestly.
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
you're like,
probably.
what is this woman? What's a beautiful young woman? Why is she all into me all of a sudden? You know, and the women at home, they won't look at me twice.
Yeah.
But I come over here, I got these young, beautiful women. I mean, look at you two. Anybody would be happy to have you
I
as
think
their...
you're gonna happy with me.
Yeah,
I get more
it don't matter. Trust me.
It's a big decision.
It's all about your attitude. We love the Filipinos' attitude. See, you're still fit, you're feminine, and you're not ashamed of that.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm not.
The culture over here is it's old fashioned. It's traditional. And that's what we want.
Yeah.
Here in America, I don't want a man. If I wanted a man, I would have married a man. You understand? The women over there they're too much like men. They want to do everything a man does. So we come over here because, look at the Filipino.
Yeah.
You know, she just wants to be a woman. She wants to be the woman.
Yeah.
And she's going to let me be the man.
Yeah.
Okay, is that how you are, and or do you want to be a man too?
What?
You're the feminine, right? You don't mind being a lady, right? Nothing wrong with that, is it? Okay, and you're gonna let the man do what's the man's role? I'm gonna ask this the last question.
Yes.
I'm gonna let both of you answer and then we'll end it.
Yeah.
What's the man's role in a relationship in the Philippines?
The man's role in
the family. What's his role? What's his
support.
responsibility?
For the responsibility of the man rule here in Philippines in the family is he is the foundation, or he is the supporter of the family. Yeah, because as a wife, we usually go to take her to him, take her to our what they call this, to our children. Yes, that's the work of the wife. So that is the traditional here in Philippines, that the man will gonna support the family.
Yeah, so there's no shame in that. See, in America, if they say, oh, well, you know, the woman's supposed to cook, clean, watch the kids, take care of the husband, they'll go crazy. Yeah, that's not, you know, they'll think that they're inferior for doing that. So what's the woman's role, Wing?
The woman's role is to take care of her family. My understanding is the woman's role is to take care of her family, her husband, and the children, of course, and you know, appreciated her husband as well. Like, you know, I must say that the rule of the husband is to provide the family, to provide and to make their family safe, to make them feel safe.
So if he does that, you're going to do everything else.
Yeah, of course, he deserves to be appreciated, being taken care of, and being, you know, being loved.
Now, is that for all Filipinos? Because one thing I notice about over here, women run a lot of everything. This restaurant, women are running this restaurant. The manager's a woman.
Yeah.
If you go to the bank, it's a woman. You've had 2 women presidents.
Yeah.
So they're going to do all of that, and then when she goes home, she's still going to take care of the family, the husband, and everything.
So right now there is no any recess. Like even if you are a girl, you can work. Even you're a man, you can take care of your family.
Yes.
So, but that's the main role is the man will gonna take care. But now we don't have any raises if you can't work. Then the wife will gonna work, because as a family we're gonna help each other.
Yeah. Okay. So thank y'all so much for this interview.
Yes,
I'm gonna upload the whole thing because I want them to really get to know both of you. Her channel is I'm Wing, It's Wing.
Yes.
She's the Filipino Wanderer. Do you have anything? I'm gonna give you one last.
Yes. So guys, if you ever like, you know, please consider subscribe my channel. It will help me a lot, more than you realize, and I gonna be really appreciate your help. Yes. Supporting my channel.
Thank you so much everyone for watching this video, and I am hoping you guys will going to check out my channel, and then gonna subscribe and hit the notification bells, and thank you for supporting.
Yeah, thank y'all so much. It's really been a pleasure. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Stay COVID free. Remember, wherever you are in America, Philippines, Germany, Canada, find it in your heart to help somebody. Make somebody's life a little bit better today. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. One last thing. Are any of you giving back now that you've got a little bit of, you know, you're getting some good fortune now, you're getting support, earning money. Are you giving back in any way?
I'm not getting any yet. I just
No, are you giving back to the community?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yes, because
you have plans on it.
I would love to. Yes,
you want your channel to grow.
Yes.
It's going to make your channel grow faster than anything else, than your content, than your looks, and any of that. When you start helping other people.
Yes, that's really a plot, part of the plot.
That's a law. Okay, it's just as rigid as the law of gravity. I want you to hear this. Listen to me. Take this in. Take heed to this. You get on this roof and jump off. What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
We're gonna die.
You're going to go down, right? You're never going to go up, right?
Yes.
Why? Because the law of gravity. Does it matter whether you're Filipino or American? Whether you're rich or poor? Whether you have a college education, you ever went to school at all. It doesn't matter. Once you jump, the law of gravity is going to take over. It's the same with the law of compensation. The minute you make it up in your mind to help somebody else, it activates that law.
It makes you feel better.
And it's going to come back to you 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. We've given away over 2 million pesos on this channel. We quit count. We started, when I told people I was going to give away 1,000 pesos every week on my channel, they said, you're crazy, you're going to go bankrupt. Because they didn't understand the law of compensation. So that's my last suggestion to both of you. Start helping people. If you get 500 pesos, give 50 pesos away. Okay? Start a spin wheel. Start some kind of game. You can do more being a Filipino than I can. I've got to be careful. My spin wheel is a game because otherwise they say, oh, you're operating an unlicensed charity. So I had to make it a game, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Bye. God bless.